didn't have God in any of this. I didn't have God in it, and I believed in God. I believed in all those things, but I think it was more the religion aspect of it and the laws that I thought, which evidently weren't working for me. And I think with understanding the laws and the guilt and the shame and all those things, it's tiring. And I now realize that through all of that, and it's almost emotional, that I had a class with Teresa. We went through things like basic redemption, salvation, and I remember asking her after the class, like, well, I don't understand what it means. Like, as simple as it was, I didn't get it. And as an adult, I didn't get it. I understood what it meant, but I didn't get it through what God wanted me to understand it through. And after that class, I went for a long run. And that's when I realized, as I started to just go through everything and all these verses and all these promises, and as Bob had me do these readings, it was the Holy Spirit, it was the Word, that I started to understand that the spiritual milk that they talk about, as you start to get solid food, which is truth, how it changed me. And I realized that I was carrying around these massive chains, like what you'd see off an ocean liner that would, has miles and miles of wear and tear and oil and grease and all these things that there's all the things that we pick up in our life that through the years just burden us. And now I knew why I was so tired. I knew why nothing filled me up. I knew why when things did go right, it was God. And I realized when they did go bad, it was God. He was there the whole time. It was me not being obedient to that word and not obedient to Him to see Him in all these things. And it felt like I lost 30 pounds. It felt like that my life had started over. And I realize now that the baptism that I had as a kid, I realized that day around 3 o'clock what it truly meant to be baptized in the Spirit. Because the truths came in my heart. The convictions of everything that was wrong weren't minimalized, but they were sitting there as I looked at my Jesus on the same cross that I knew He'd been there for years and all the things that He had done. I realize now that when He died and He sat there, that all my burdens and all my sins were sitting there on His shoulders, that He carried them, and He just took the chains. And that's what changed me. That's what changed everything. And that was the freedom that I needed.